Is it a dead heat? I think we've got a dead heat.
This is going to work well for Oily again.
Oily has both.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that Corvette is fine.
Look at how many cars are trying to go through here. They're 3 wide coming through. Squiddy's got fed out into the wall. They're 2 wide coming up through the cutting.
Oh, he's making a move on Viking Racer now into the dipper and does it. He's caught around the outside into the dipper. What a move.
Oh, he runs a little bit wide. He's on the grass.
Keep it clean. Come on, Oil, bring it home.
Showman's got the run.
Stand finish. Who's going to get it? Showman's got it. Oh, he's just taken out the lead on the
Left side down the hill. Captain's got his nose in front just barely. Oh, he has full trust in him. They're still side by side. Captain takes the field around the outside down the hill.
Around the outside.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have 3 wide. Adam's going wide. Adam's going deep on the brakes on the Rexy. Gets the pass done. Goes Adam from
Fourth to first.
What a move.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 6 of the Will-to-Will Championship, sponsored by Permobile. Tonight we are in Kent, England, at the famous track Brands Hatch. My name's Adam, and I'll be your commentator tonight. And alongside me and my co-commentator is Zedi. How are you, Zedi?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad, mate. Just got from the Div 2 race, and there was some enjoyable racing there. So I can't wait to see what the Div 1 boys do.
Yeah, these Div 1 guys are surely putting on a show for us tonight. And bringing us all the visuals is Captain Lowside. How are you, Captain?
I'm fantastic, thank you, Adam. Great to be back here doing visuals once again. And at Brands Hatch, we have all had some history here, I'm sure, and this is going to be yet another history-making round. Enduro 39 laps, if I'm not mistaken, and Group 4 cars. These guys can do some pretty decent stints, so I'm keen to see what strategies they work out. And I believe all tyres are required, so it's going to throw something else into the mix.
Yeah, you're right there, Captain. All tyres are required, and it is 39 laps around here, so we've got about an hour around here, and maximum concentration will be needed from our Division 1 drivers. Any predictions there, Zedi?
Oh, predictions. Look, I hate to admit, but it's good to see Humper back. Apex Humper has an affinity around this track. I don't think there has been a Will-to-Will round ever since Apex Humper joined Will-to-Will that is lost around here. So I hate to admit, it might be the Apex Humper show.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there. He hasn't lost a race around here yet since he's joined. But we've got some other contenders out there like Mountain Goat, the current Division 1 champion in the BMW. And it's Flossie, who is at the top of the standings of the Division 1 championship at the moment in that McLaren. So a few people out there that can challenge Apex, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see as the guys roll out for a 10-minute qualifying session.
I still remember when Apex absolutely demolished Div 1 and finished like half a lap in front of second place or something ridiculous. Like the rest of us were somewhat evenly matched, but Apex just demolished the field.
So that was season 6. He finished 43 seconds in front of everyone else, and from second till I think it was 14th was 43 seconds. He nearly lapped last place.
Incredible.
Wow.
Anyway, let's go for a run through the field. Yeah, everyone's sorted themselves out by the looks of it.
Yeah, so leading the field around at the moment is Dale Teeks in the AMS Excavations Dam Hexagons Alfa Romeo, and just behind him is CJS Pup in the Hybrid Ag Drive 25 Corvette.
And behind him, you've got the lovely KZ in that beautiful Scuderia Quadrifogle lovely Mustang. And behind him, you've got Goat, Season 11 champion.
And behind him, we've got It's Flossie driving for Future Studios Racing in the McLaren. And behind him, a new team on the block is Fang It Racing, Oil in My Blood in the Supra.
Behind Oil, you've got Suit Lad, a dark horse. Does love this track in the lovely Porsche Carrera, and behind him you got the one and only Apex Humper in that Megane in 14 WG Racing.
Yeah, and just behind Apex, we've got Seckers 888, again in the AMS Excavations Dam Hexagons NSX. And then we have Tombo, the team owner of Drive 25 in the Hybrid Ag Nissan Silvia.
And rounding out the field, you've got Nux in that lovely Lambo for Team Dodgy Racing, and finally off you got CCH in the Mercedes.
Yeah, Dalatex is just coming up to the last right-hand corner onto the Brabham Straight, I believe it's called.
I reckon that little Alpha is going to be a force to be reckoned with this evening with 39 laps. If Dale gets clean air, he could be a bit of a threat.
Yeah, as he comes across the line with a 29.8, that's a good banker, I think, for Dale.
Yeah,
but you're right. Well, you're right on that, Captain. The Alfa Romeo does have phenomenal tyre wear, so it'll be great. As all the boys come across, and Apex Humper sets a 28.5.
Just like that, Apex
lap.
Humper comes out and is so far 8/10 in front of second place. So just really continuing what we've been harping on about so far tonight.
What's that? 39 laps, 8/10. That's 24 laps in the lead. That's my race prediction.
Yeah, I wonder what the guys were thinking when they saw Apex was on the driver sheet for TDR tonight. As Apex is a reserve driver for Team Dodgy Racing, he's stepping in for DJ Stefko, who couldn't be with us tonight. I think the other guys would have been kicking themselves and cursing a few words when they saw Apex Humper on the list.
And being a double points round, and where DJ Stefko is in the Div 1 leaderboard, like, this will definitely help out his championship.
Yeah, Apex is definitely setting the pace at the moment, but long race, 39 laps, can be anyone's game here, so we'll see what happens. But we've got Seckers in the NSX in second at the moment. Oh, Dale moves up to second now with a 29.2. Seckers is about to come across the line in third for his second flying lap, and he goes second with a 29 flat.
These boys are on it, definitely showing the difference between the Div 1 and Div 2 boys. So the fastest for Div 2 was Lucky. It's Lucky at 29.1. And these guys, yeah, just absolutely showing us Div 2 boys what it is like to step up to Div 1.
Even then, what's a 29.1 would slot into, what, third place at the moment?
Yep, and then Begani was P2 with a 29.3, and I had a 29.5. So that would put us, yeah, middle of the pack.
I'm going to still say Div 2 is Div 1.5 at this rate. You guys, depending on how the rest of this qualifying session pans out, you would still be at the pointy end.
Interesting. But yeah, we have to wait. Like, some fast guys have not put down lap time. So Goat in that Beamer, you know, just before coming live at racing, was on a 28.5 lap as well. So watch out for Goat. He hasn't set a lap in, and his teammate behind him with Oil in My Blood. So watch out for those two boys. I feel something special is coming. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we saw a lot of the guys jump into pits for to get some fresh rubber. As it is 10 minutes, so they've got the time to do it. So fresh rubber and low fuel. I'm expecting to see a very low 28 from some of these guys here, I reckon.
Incredible show of pace, realistically. A low 28 is absolutely no slouch.
Maybe we should jump on with Apex as he starts a flying lap on fresh rubber.
Take us through there, Captain.
Me? Okay, geez, I haven't done a lap for driver point of view for a while. Anyway, we're coming around towards the end of first sector. I have no idea on corner names either. This next left-hander is actually a bit of a tricky one. You've really got to stay wide, especially in an MR. And Apex is taking a fairly late Apex and pointing himself for the straight. Really good run through here so far. Run through down to the hill. Going to be nice and light on your brake application through here. Just a quick dab back to fourth, and he turns it in beautifully. He can run really wide on the exit there as he takes a little bit of the grass, and probably back to third here. Again, super light braking. He's back to fourth for exit. Interesting. His next right-hander is a very blind apex and a really easy corner to run wide on exit as well. So he takes just a dabble of grass there and manages to keep it absolutely straight. I don't know how he can hit every single point that he needs to hit without ending up in a wall. It is absolutely beyond me. Anyway, this next right-hander is your basically last corner. He's taken a fairly early apex and running it out wide. Then you bring it right back in tight against the pit wall. And you sort of run out off to the left again for a lap that's not going to see an improvement. So we'll keep an eye on the rest of the times. But he's still 4/10 ahead of everybody else. So who knows if that's going to be able to hold off top spot.
There you go, the early pit stoppers. So KZ just stuck into P2 with 28.9 and go in P4 with 29.0. So great time for these boys. I saw that lightning came and it's right here, right now.
Yeah, a bit surprised there to see KZ in second position. I know the Mustang's hasn't been the greatest with the GR4s.
Maybe in GT7 it hasn't got the same red flag as it did in GT Sport.
But yeah, KZ looking good there in second position.
Oh, jeez, I just jumped on with Apex. 3,000ths off his fastest lap at the moment. He is on fire. Running a little bit wide there. I think that was at Beckett's coming up to this, right to the end of the sector 4 time. Come to the next interval. 8/10 down in his fastest lap, but still running in an absolute phenomenal time. Coming into the final last braking zone for the lap. It's going to brake nice and late, as Captain said before.
Oh, Dale Teeks goes to second, 28.9.
As we got a jump on back on with Apex as he crosses the line and just misses out. Oh, and Sekka's, that was not Sekka, sorry. Flossie.
Everyone's closing the gap. Honestly, if I was in Apex's shoes, I'd be a little bit sort of shaky in my boots, unless it looks like we're towards the end. I think we are, yeah, 9 minutes 45 seconds. Apex on his first hot lap has been able to stay what looks like 3/10 ahead of the rest of the grid at the moment, unless we have a couple of last runners to cross the line. But Apex is looking pretty comfy.
Yeah, the top 70 separated by just under 6/10, so everyone looking pretty close around here.
From 2 to 6 separated by 0.3. While that jump from like Humper to Flossie, 0.3. So this just shows you his affinity around here, just showing an absolutely phenomenal lap around here.
And there you go. I think that's the qualifying over for everyone. I think they're just waiting for the... yeah, there we go.
Right, so we'll have a brief intermittence in the pits. It gives everyone an opportunity to select their starting tyre. And again, racing hards, racing mediums, and racing softs are all required. So, look, if I was a betting man, I would be saying the first let's say first 2 rows would be running on the softs. They really need to prioritise and get out of trouble. Stay away from battling as well. But then again, your softs are also going to wear a lot quicker, being heavy fuel loads. So do you want to start on mediums and run a longer stint, try and hold some people up? It is a difficult track to pass on too. So yeah, look, many different options.
Yeah, right. It is a difficult track to pass on. So some people might want to get out of, try and find some clean air. So maybe they'll pit very early. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the strategies come about throughout the whole race.
And also another thing we have to say is the different layouts for each car. Like a lot of MR cars, but you got like something like Dale in that Alpha that can just go absolutely long with no tire wear, compared to someone like KZ in the Mustang and an FR car. And you know, you're gonna have the guys in the FR cars are going to struggle the most, which is KZ, Goat, CCH, who's also on controller as well, and Tombo.
Yeah, interesting to see Mountain Goat down there in 6. As you said earlier, ZD, he did set a 28.5 in practice just before we went live. So I think he'll be a little disappointed with that 29 flat.
Yeah, I'm actually quite struck with Goat being buried down there. To be honest, I thought it would be at the pointy end as he always is. You know, currently second place behind It's Flossie, who's in P2 at the moment. Yeah, I thought Goat would be up there.
As we just wait for everyone to get their starting tyre on. Sure, Dale will kick it off shortly. Who is
So
our
Adam,
host tonight?
if you you started at P3, what tyre would you jump on? And being in the Alpha as well.
Oh. That's a tough one. I'd probably just start on the softs and try and hang with the two boys in front as much as I can.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just they'll pull off into the pits and they can use that extra tyre wear to go a few laps longer.
I think we should jump on with KZ and P4, their captain. I think we're going to get an awesome view of everyone and what's everyone going, what's everyone on. And I think after they start, maybe after the first lap, we'll tell them what tyres everyone's on as well.
And there we go. The revs are building, and they're away. And Dale Teeks gets an amazing start in the Alpha. He's up the inside of It's Flossie already for the first corner, and he's in second place. Brilliant start by Dale. And just behind them, we've got Goat and Seckers going side by side into the hairpin.
Goat looking desperate to make up a couple positions early on too. I would be in the same boat. It's looking like a couple of too wide in the background as well, but they sort themselves out actually fairly clean. It's something that is on the focus of a lot of people, being 39 laps. So you're not going to win it on lap 1.
Yeah, just at the back of the pack from 9th to 12th, we've got a few going side by side. But they've all gone into single formation now, going down this, guess this little back straight. Oil My Blood's pulling out to the right on Tombo down there in 9th, looking to make a move. Nah, tucks back in, thinks better of it.
Oh, Dale's on from the grass there in P2. Don't know what happened there. Rejoins just side by side,
yeah.
Flossie. Can you just get a quick replay on that there, Captain?
Yeah, I've hit the marker. We'll let lap 1 play out, and we'll revisit that one shortly, I reckon.
Oh, awesome.
That's all right. Lucky for Dale, didn't lose too much time, so still they're in 3rd.
And there's a little train pulling behind Dale there. You know, you got Apex Humper showing his absolute speed as KZ has a look on the inside of Dale and opens the door for Seckers.
Oh,
That opens
Seckers.
the door
For Mangoat as well.
Oh, it just shows how
Disaster.
close. It just shows how close these guys are. If you make a little bit of a mistake, and Seckers gives Dale a little bit of a bump as well, and sends him a little bit sideways there. So it's all on. These guys looks like it's a
KZ
sprint
going
race.
up the inside of Goat here as well. Oh, they're rubbing doors.
Yeah, KZ with a very, very minor mistake in that penultimate corner, or effectively penultimate.
And
and Goat's looking to come back.
Dropping down.
Goat does not want to be behind that Mustang and just muscles his way through past
This is
KZ again.
Incredible. These guys are lap 2 now, and it's like they're lap 84 of Bathurst, or however many laps
This
are.
is an enduro. It's not a sprint race, guys.
Yeah. I mean, keep battling. This is fantastic viewing.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I need a couple of seconds to take a breath, mate. So let's just let him settle. Let him settle.
You know what? I'll give you a couple seconds to take a break. To take a breather. I will see if I can jump back to that replay with Dale. And Dale and Flossie. Yes, if Dale does just run a little bit wide, which really just opens the door for Flossie. Dale rejoins. It leaves a fair amount of room for them to go side by side. And yeah, Flossie gives room on exit, and that's all she wrote. Dale drops down to 3rd and is immediately under pressure by KZ, but able to hold out.
Great racing from these Div 1 boys again, showing that respect and yeah, like I can do crazy stuff like that. And I have to ask you, Adam. Zozu in the YouTube comments said that it's about 6 laps for the Alpha to warm up its softs. Is that correct?
6 laps.
6 laps? I don't know about 6 laps. But
I mean, we knew it was good on tyre wear, but that's a lot of laps.
Hey,
sorry, if we just jump on with 10th, we've got Corbin and CGS Pup going at it. Pup was behind Corbin. He's on the outside trying to go around.
That's a tough
Corbin's
one
going to have the better run. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not giving
Pup
it up
just-
lightly. He's, in the slipstream, prime position to try and make a dive at any one of these next right-handers.
Oh, and he's showing the nose.
He's got the better tyres.
Oh,
as well
they've
on the
touched, and Corbin's gone onto the grass.
Wide.
Was Pup
Yeah.
regressing? No, he's
Corbin
not. We'll
doesn't
leave that
look
one.
too happy with that one.
I don't know. I think Corbin may have turned in on Pup. I think Pup had the right of way there. He had every right to go side by side. I don't know. But I guess that'll be up to the stewards, as we do have stewards here at Wheel to Wheel that will look at all the incidents after the race. So we'll have to leave it up to them.
All right, first few laps of Manic, I reckon, has finally settled down a little bit. What say we do a run through the field just quickly and let everyone know what tyres are on. Flossie
sorry,
in the background going wide
yeah,
too.
Flossie. Hopefully you get a replay of that later on after we go through his little rundown there, Captain. But yeah, starting it off, we got Apex Humper in the lead by 4.6 seconds, and you have Dale and Seckers in P2 and 3.
And what are their tyres there, Ziti?
So our Humper is on softs with Dale and Seckers on softs as well.
Yeah, and then we've got Flossie. He is on the soft tyre as well in 4th. Mount Goat is right on his tail, and he's also on the soft tyre. Might just stay on board with these guys for a second.
Great idea.
Just see if Goat tries to make a move. He's got a bit of a better run to that corner.
Flossie is definitely still going to be dealing with dirty tyres too, so he's going to be playing massively defensive.
Yeah, and there'll be a bit of pressure on himself now after making the mistake. He's got Goat all over him. He just wants to try and keep it on the black stuff and make sure, pressure doesn't get to him.
Alright,
looks to settle it, yeah. So we'll move on. We're in
P6. Yeah, P6, you got KZ on mediums, and then you've got the tyre whisperer himself, Oily, on softs. And then behind him, you've got a lone Pup on mediums.
Yeah, and then in 9th position, we've got Nux in the Lamborghini. He is on the mediums. He's actually pitted already. He did just a one-lap dash on, not sure what tyre he started on. I assume it was a hard.
Yes,
yeah.
it was hards. I can confirm.
Yeah, and then behind him in 10th, we've got Tombo, who is on the medium tyre as well, and I believe he did pit as well to get off the hard tyre.
Yep, pitted lap 3.
Yeah. And then in 11th, we've got Suitlad in the Porsche. He's on the medium tyre. And rounding out the field is Corbin on the medium tyre.
So has Corbin taken a pit stop as well, or was that little incident with a Pup just before caused him to unfortunately drop into last place?
He's taken a pit stop on P3, lap 3 as well. He started on hards, and now he's on mediums.
So that gap now between Apex and Dale is actually staying relatively steady, if not dropping by a 10th here and there. So Dale now a few laps in after the info from Zoo. Tyres must be warmed up and really actually keeping pace. So Apex has built himself a nice little buffer. But yeah, look, any mistake could bring Dale right back into it.
Yeah, Apex's front left is, and left rear considerably more worn than Dale's, and that was to be expected, as we said, Dale's in that Alpha, which is absolutely phenomenal on tyres. So he should be able to bring down the time here, as he's taken out half a second in just those 2 corners.
It's just phenomenal watching this little Alpha just run around and just grab lap time after lap time. Ah, mate, this GR4 racing has just brought some amazing competition. See the difference in the car's strengths and how each driver handles it.
Yeah, the difference in cars is just great to see. They've all got their strengths and weaknesses, but the Alpha on tyres is just so good. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but yeah, just the tyre wear just makes it a fantastic car to drive.
Oh, and Flossie just getting a little bit sideways there, and just backing up, just losing the back of seconds slowly, with Goat just absolutely hounding him now. So yeah, what?
Sorry, Zeddy, that's something we were going to watch before. I am going to see if I can actually bring up that replay from what I believe was his off at the exit of turn 1. He's actually quite wide throughout all of turn 1, and just takes a bit of the gravel trap, slows him right down, goes from 2nd to 4th pretty quickly. Back to main race.
So Zeddy, how many laps will these front runners be doing on the softs here? When are we expecting them into the pits?
Zeddy, have we
Come
lost
in,
you?
Zeddy.
Yeah, cool.
Oh
It
yeah,
wasn't
sorry
just me.
guys.
There he is.
Yeah, technical difficulties there. So between laps 10 to 12 with a heavier fuel load. But looking how I'm looking at Apex and how they're driving at the moment, they're starting to drive the car a little bit straighter. So maybe extending the stint more to counteract the great phenomenal tyre wear that the Alpha has. So something between probably 10 to 15. It's probably the ballpark for these guys.
If we jump on with 12th captain, Colvin's got a run on Suitlad here down the back straight. Is he going to look to make a move? No, but it's very close. It's probably the closest battle on field at the moment.
And definitely difference in cars. That Merc just has top end speed, while the Porsche just great car, all around great car. I know that Humble absolutely loves that car, but probably a little bit disappointed he's not in at this time.
Oh, Suitlad almost went wide in giving Colvin the run up the inside, and Colvin makes that move.
Well, Suitlad actually battled it coming across the start-finishing line. He's got the bit of a run. Colvin a little bit deep there as they round the final corner on lap 7, end of lap 7 there. As they apply their brakes now, I think Colvin's just got a little bit of a breakaway. Suitlad, I don't think would be smart to come and have a look at the inside of turn 2 here as they come and still raise a tail. Colvin just holding a little bit more turning speed and getting away from that.
Alrighty, just while that battle is going, I seem to be hitting some audio dramas at the moment. You guys are sounding like chipmunks on stream, so I might just cut to some ads real quick, see if I can sort out things on my end. So everyone viewing, hopefully I can figure it out real quick. We'll be back with the all racing action in just a short moment.
I'm a gamer, a foodie,
a boss lady. I am sporty,
outdoorsy,
outspoken. I am fashion.
I am old-fashioned.
What I am not
is the same. But none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world,
dog walking,
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
Alrighty, welcome back to the action, everybody. Things have sorted themselves out now. There was something wrong with my Elgato. I had a mental blank there, and now things are looking really, really fuzzy. So I really have no idea what's going on, but I'm going to hand back to the commentary team. Adam, Ceedy, back to you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Cap. Thank you to our sponsors, as you saw the commercials just there. Permobile, our major sponsor for season 14. AMS Excavations, Hybrid Ag, and 180 Embroidery, our team sponsors. Thank you to those guys who help us bring you the streams each week. And as we were watching those ads, we've got Mountain Goat who's been able to get past its Flossie. And now Goat is coming up onto the back of Seckers.
Yeah, I think look for some pit stops now. I think Humper's in. I think you're gonna see Seckers in. There you go. Seckers in. Goat's in. It's Flossie.
Goat hits the wall on the entry.
So it's Flossie in. I think everyone's gonna be pitting in except for that Alpha.
The Alpha's probably got another 6 laps, if not more, in it to go. So amazing tyre wear.
That is just rude.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a cheat code for that Alpha, but yeah, it's a long race to go, so we'll see what happens.
So Humper back out on softs, Seckers back out on softs, Goat back out on softs, Flossie on mediums now.
Mediums?
Yes, and Oil running his medium stint as we speak. And that is your top 6.
I might jump on with Tombo at 9th. He is on the back of KZ and hassling him for that 8th position. KZ's tyres look pretty shot compared to Tombo's.
Yeah,
as KZ gets a bit sideways and loses a bit of speed on the exit, that's given Tombo the run down the back straight here. And Tombo's going to get past him even before the corner, so...
Yeah, that is
the difference in tyre wear. Yeah.
Plenty of push down the straight there. So has something happened to KZ that I've seemingly missed? Because he was a good few positions further up the field not too long ago.
I'm just looking at his lap 6 is a 43. I don't know if that's a pit in time.
It looks about the right sort of time frame, but yeah, who knows? Something could have happened to him.
Yeah, but the tyre wear, I don't know. I don't think it matches the laps, because he would have done 4 or 5 laps on those tyres, and they're almost gone.
Oh wow!
But we are talking about the Stang.
That is true.
Maybe the Stang has carried over some of its GT Sport tendencies.
Yeah, and also the S15 is an absolute rocket. Once that turbo, it's a very high perky turbo. Once that turbo kicks in, it is an absolute bullet train.
Just up ahead in third on 4. Sorry, we've got Goat all over the back of Seckers here. So the battle for the podium is on between these two guys at the moment.
Yeah, Seckers with his new racing rig as well, so getting used to it, and it's Flossie, also nursing a bit of injuries as well. So let's see if Seckers can hold out for the remaining 20.
And Seckers gets a big slide on there, which isn't going to help his size. He just hit the curb of the ripple strip, and that just almost sent the rear round on him.
Seckers just absolutely phenomenal, just car control there. Like, yeah, these Div 1 boys are just the way that they can just finesse the race cars is just a lovely sight to see.
Yeah, just on board with Goat. I'm just watching his rev counter, and he's short shifting dramatically here. So looks like he's looking to save a lot of fuel behind Seckers.
I think that's the power curves with the BMW. It's because it's got 7 gears. It's one of those things that you just, before it flashes red, you actually have to upshift because it's got nothing up top end.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, Group 3 and 4 have actually been quite like that with the way that their turbos spool up. They actually are providing a very torquey power application. So yeah, there's little benefit in actually revving them, and you save extra fuel as well.
Yeah, unlike the Honda where it's very much linear, right through the rev range until you hit red line. Yeah, that, if you have a look at the power curves.
Oh, sorry to butt in. 9th position, Nux going up the inside of KZ.
Absolute drag race, Lambo versus Mustang.
Ford, yeah.
All drive versus rear wheel. Looks like the Mustang's just got the extra punch, but is Nux going to show the nose and try and go down the inside?
Nah, I think he's just going to stay in there, yeah. And I think it's also the tyre difference as well, so Nux on softs
he's going to send it here. No, he doesn't. Dangerous spot to go to right there.
Trying to force a mistake from KZ there, but KZ, cool as ever, just holding his own, doing his own thing, and not taking the bait. Jeez, I thought KZ was wide there. The accuracy of these drivers is just beyond belief.
Yeah, it's, I'm tensing up just watching it. Just imagine you're the driver in this hot seat. Like honestly,
wait a minute.
Track gives me nightmares. Honestly.
Wait a minute. We have 2 Div 1 drivers here to do this. Like in the race, you guys would be like, I had like another millimeter here, another millimeter there. So
look, I can say former Div 1 driver. Adam hasn't got that excuse yet.
As Nux has a look at the inside, coming into turn 2, brakes later with on that soft, having better tyre wear.
He's going to go deep. Is it going to open the door enough for KZ? No, it's not. Just that little bit of wheel spin is going to seal the deal on Nux for 8th position. But yeah, former Div 1 driver, sure, I have never been quick at Brands Hatch though, so that's one thing I can say.
Oh yeah, that's well, yeah, still have a phenomenal speed, but actually interesting to see. So after Humper pitted, he was actually 7 seconds behind Dale, and he's actually slowly came up, and now he's only 3.4 seconds. So definitely showing his speed around here, and running easily in the 28 is just a scary thought.
Consistently in the 28s is next level. So if we're looking at pit stops here, Apex has taken a pit stop and Dale has not.
That's correct.
That is correct, yes.
Interesting. So this could be a telltale, at least in my own head, for tyre strategy. If Dale can get away with doing one less pit stop than Apex, he, again, could actually be in a very good spot. But, look, if he doesn't, then, yeah, look, it is what it is.
Well, if Dale is running, what lap 15, and he's still on softs,
that's insane.
Yeah. I'm expecting like the same on mediums.
Oh, easy. If he can go a third of race distance on a set of softs, my goodness.
Like, Dale's just gone, yep, boys, come and catch me with his just that tyre wear. So yeah, like maybe Adam, you can give us a little bit of insight what the strategy is for that Alpha.
I haven't been across it. As the viewers should know, me and Dale are teaming up this season, so I do actually drive the Alpha when Dale's not. And then there we go. We see Dale come into the pits.
And
so he's done 15.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there, Adam. I think we should jump in for P7 as Tombo runs a little bit wide there. And open the door for Nux. Nux looking on the inside there, coming up to the end of Sector 3 here, and Nux makes the inside move. So if if Captain wants to get a quick replay of that.
We certainly can, now that the move is signed, sealed and delivered. It looks like they were a little bit side by side through the back straight. Not too sure who had the lead beforehand, but Nux is absolutely all over the tail end of Tombo. Tombo makes a very, very minor mistake, just dips his tyres onto the exit of the right-hander, whatever the corner name is, and it basically just seals the deal. Nux takes advantage of it and jumps up a position.
Oh, there you go. Exciting racing right through, not just what's happening up at front there with Dale pulling out and filling all the way again, and in P5 now.
Yeah, he's come out just behind Flossie.
Looked like he had a bit of a slide there. I might have missed that one though. Anyway, carry on.
It'll be interesting to see. So Flossie grabbing the mediums now and going to be running his mediums in. So going to be doing a one lap on hards, and I feel like he's going to be jumping on softs again just to catch up to the front guys again. So yeah, it'll be actually interesting to see with Dale with his brand new, fresh mediums, and Flossie's aging mediums. It'll be interesting to see where they go. Excuse me, where those guys come together.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's going to hurt Dale here is if he catches Flossie and they start fighting, or if he can't get past quick enough, then that might hurt the strategy a little bit. But I don't know. I assume Dale. I don't know what he's going to do, but if I was him, I'd probably, he'd probably get at least, 20 laps on these mediums, and then just one more stop on hards to the end.
So that'll
be one less pit stop than everyone else.
I guess that is the question. Do you want to run long on a set of hards? I don't know what the drop in lap time is between at least softs and hards anyway. So is he going to do a 1 lap dash and cop the penalty of an extra pit stop?
Well, it's about a second a lap. I think it's a second between mediums and softs, and it's about a second and a half from mediums to hards. So it's a lot.
Well, having said that, he's done 15 laps on a set of softs. He could go 20 laps on a set of mediums and then just do a minimal amount on a set of hards.
Yeah, and he'd be on very low fuel as well, so that would help his lap times. Just something we'll have to watch as they're, almost halfway through the race.
Yeah, getting close.
And also where he's popped out, you've actually got the tired Whisperer as well, Oil in My Blood behind him as well. So an interesting battle group there, where you got Flossie's got some outright speed in the McLaren. You got the Alpha. We've all talked about the Alpha to death now, and you got the Tire Whisperer right behind in Oil in the Supra, which is a great all-round GR4 car. So it'll be good to see this battle group and where they end up at the end of the race.
Just back there in 11th, KZ's unfortunately picked up a 3-second penalty, which is just coming up to the burn zone around this corner.
3 seconds is hefty. So Goat is actually be able to make a move, basically has been making moves throughout the grid and has made his way up into 3rd place. I don't know where pit stops fall into this, but he is pulling that gap down to Seckers and might even be able to challenge for the position in the next several corners even.
So Goat and Seckers has been nose to tail ever since ever since Goat got around Flossie. When Flossie made that mistake, I think on lap 4.
Yeah, Seckers and Goat actually came into the pits pretty much nose to tail. So they've been going at it since lap 10.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been quite a long race. And breaking news: Apex has done his second time in the 29s. So yeah, there you go.
Not good enough, Apex. Pick up your game, mate.
That's just phenomenal.
That is just rude, isn't it?
It's like I think.
So,
here we go.
Got Flossie in.
Flossie. So Flossie again, he started on softs, went did his, I believe, 10 laps on softs. This is 8 laps here on racing hards. So it'll be good to see what Flossie does here, because he's getting the worst tyre out of the way. Potentially doing 2 more stops, so copying the same strategy that Begani did in Div 2, who took out Div 2 as well. So maybe on the winning strategy.
Yeah, so Pagani and Flossie are teammates, so they've obviously got a strategy down, and they'll just stick to that. But ZD, how long is the pit stop for tyres and a bit of fuel here?
So it's about 10 to 15 seconds. So if you got like all-out race speed, like what Apex does and everything, you can, like, it's just pick the best tyre that you can and just do lap after lap after lap. And to mix with the fast guys here, you have to be fast, and the other thing is you have to be consistent.
So if it is 15 seconds, Apex has 2 stops to make because he still needs to run the medium and hard tyre. Where Dale, who is 28 seconds behind Apex, could possibly only run the 1 stop, so that will put him
Yeah, well, it depends. Like Apex has the potentially has maybe cover Dale and jump back onto the softs.
So wait, has
Because,
Apex started on softs and he is now on
softs?
He's on
still?
softs
He's
again.
on softs
so
again. Okay,
double
interesting.
sitting, yeah.
So
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
it's strategy right now. Like Dale is in a good position. The good thing is he's popped out in clean air. You know, he's got 18 seconds to go. It'll be interesting to see what Goat and Seckers do, because both of them will have to. Goat and Seckers both need a fuel for the next stint. So it'll be interesting to see where they pop out relative to Dale, because it is, if I remember the settings correctly, it's 5 liters per second. Or was it 3? Or was it the other way around? I can't remember. But yeah, for wheel to wheel, we've got I think it's 5 liters per second, which would give the advantage back to Dale, because I think Dale, and you might correct me if I'm wrong there, Adam, but Dale is fueled to the end.
He's got 3/4 of a tank. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how many laps you get out of a tank here.
Surely you'd need fuel again. You wouldn't be able to do another, say, 20 laps on 3/4 of the tank.
He'd probably just need a splash and dash, really, towards the end.
So you reckon splash and dash before he goes into the hards there?
Yeah.
That means that's a phenomenal effort doing that on mediums. Jeez. Yeah, Dale. We can't wait to see what you do at the end of the race. So, yep, Flossie into the pits. Probably has to jump on his mediums or hard tyres there as he slowly fills up. In P10, Corbin, also CCH, coming around, start finishing line, overtaking Soulad. Oh wait, no, Soulad pops out just in front of Corbin as they come up to this second turn. Corbin with warm tyres and Soulad on racing soft. Coming up there, Soulad just going defensive, just holding off Corbin, and Corbin can't pull off the move.
Oh, we've got our race leader Apex in the pits. So we'll see what tyre he comes out on. So Seckers and Goat going around again. I thought they might have been in. No, looking at the tyre wear, but they might get one more lap out of it before that front left is done.
There we go. Apex on
soft again.
Oh,
that's a mistake, surely.
No, I don't. I think it's the race. I think it's strategy. I think Apex wants to run. Yeah, because if you think about it, right, if to cover off Dale, Apex has to run in 28s. He's done his last stint. He did 12.
I mean, sure, you have to run in
10 laps?
28s, but that's not going to negate the fact that you still need to run mediums and hards.
But if you run a short, mediums, and hard stint, and with Dale running in the high 29s, 30s.
I mean, look, Apex is Brands Hatch master, so I'm not about to doubt him, but it is definitely curious.
Yeah, it's a strategy that I heard some teams talk about, running 3 soft stints and then running a very short, medium, and very short hard stint. As yeah, so yeah, it will be interesting to see, because some teams, as Seckers and Goat comes in together, nose to tail.
Are these guys teammates or something? I mean, they're obviously not, but the way they're behaving is incredibly consistent.
I don't know, they remind me of 2 other people who are in comps teams with me right now at the moment. Don't know.
Look, I'll give you that. They are nearly identical for fuel as well. Although
there you go, but those seconds is gone, yeah.
Interesting. So maybe the Honda is just that little bit better than what the BMW is, despite being able to short shift it. So Oil in My Blood is now going to split these 2 up for the next stint.
Yeah,
there you go. Seckers is gone on softs as well.
So yeah, there you go. So I do want to give the cat out of the bag, but Seckers has decided to do the other stint. So the other strategy that we were discussing in the Honda was to do the long, like couple of long stints, so 3 stints on the softs, and doing a very short stint on the medium, doing 1 lap on the hards. So there you go. Because the Honda can do 12 laps. Yeah, so the Honda can do 12 laps on softs easily, and especially with how Sekas can control the car and just eke better tyre wear. I think he can go a little bit longer than what I can.
Might just jump on with Suitlad down there in 11th, Cap. Corbin's managed to get past him somewhere, but Suitlad is on way better tyres and on the optimal tyre, the soft tyre, where Corbin's on the medium. So I dare say Suitlad will be looking to try and get back past Corbin. Corbin runs wide on the grass.
That's gonna hurt.
He's still got a fairly good run out there, though.
That AMG is no slouch, and the Porsche is definitely known more for its handling than it is its straight line prowess. So this is going to be a hard task for Suitlad to get done.
Did they come together earlier in the race, or was that Corbin and Pup? That was Corbin and Pup. So
yeah,
my apologies.
Corbin and Pup. Yep.
So yeah, it's coming up here. Still knows his tail. Suitlad all over that Merc, trying to find a way around him. I just don't know where to pass. As Pup goes into pit lane for a set of tyres, so we'll see what happens when he pops out in front of these guys. But Suitlad...
Yeah, if Corbin can keep Suitlad at bay, he's doing phenomenal on those really worn mediums with Suitlad on fresh soft tyre. Just shows you how hard it is to pass around here.
Yeah, especially as the captain alluded to before, that Porsche more for its handling. Corbin just touches the dirt. These guys know every millimeter around here. As Suitlad looks everywhere, just trying to find his way around that Merc. That Merc just showing its power there. Going a little bit wide, Corbin up wide, and Suitlad just starts on the inside. Sets him up perfectly and gets through Corbin. That's a very good move there. Suitlad just waiting for the mistake from Corbin and gets it.
Yeah, so Suitlad has now got past. Let's see if he can keep that position. Corbin has a good run down the back straight, but it's probably not going to be enough.
So just for just a change for P2, Dale has let Sekas go by, and now Sekas is chasing after Humper.
Yeah, teammates there, I'm sure that was made easy by Dale just to let Sekas go through, as they are on different strategies.
Yeah, the thing is, it's
keeping an eye on Suitlad. Sorry, he's just bringing down the gap to Pup really quickly. Pup's on fresh hard tyres, and Suitlad's on the softs, and Pup's going in. He's done a 1 lap dash on the hards.
I'm also teammates as well for P4 and 5. Oil in My Blood and Goat nose to tail. So I wonder if just it looks like Oil in My Blood will be going in this lap because he's flashing on reds at the moment and on very worn mediums. So watch Oil pull into the pits and let free up Goat to chase down Dale. It's very, very long race.
Goat just on the grass a little bit there.
What? I can't see where... Oh, there he is. Sorry, I just had a bit of technical failure. So it goes into the pit entry there, coming in, jumping off those very worn mediums, and believe he's got soft rain to go until the end of the race.
So Suitlad's been able to dispatch with Corbin, who is now going to come under fire from KZ pretty quickly. Corbin's starting to dip some tyres into the dirt as well, so maybe showing some cracks at the just over halfway point of this race. Obviously being teammates, though, I don't see potentially too much of a battle, or a lot of a battle. I guess it can go either way.
And also just a tyre difference, so KZ on softs, Corbin on very, very worn medium, as Corbin runs very wide, using all the track to let Cazadro through there, and just an easy pass for P10.
So unsure of pit stops, but jumping back up the front, Apex has a comfortable 13, nearly 14-second lead on Seckers, which I would say, all things evened out, is an actual lead.
Yeah, definitely. I just find it phenomenal. Again, Humper in the 28s, just... We want consistency, so I'll just give you some consistency. So, lap 24, 28.621. Lap 25, 28.688. Lap 26, 28.663. Holy crap. I am just... Like, I know Apex is a phenomenal racer, you know, 3 times series champion in wheel to wheel, but like... Damn.
Yeah, and that's what you get out of Apex. Just super consistent. Just doesn't really put a foot wrong. Unbelievable racer, and yeah, as you said, 3-time Div 1 champion. So the pedigree is there with Apex, and he's showing it tonight again.
But it's very it'll be very close to see, because the other person that I think may take it is Dale in P3 at the moment, and only 18 seconds behind Apex. So it'll be interesting to see the last lap to see how close these guys are. With Apex still have to run a medium and hard stint as well. As someone's...
Yeah, it is going to be interesting.
These guys are all spread out.
Yeah, they're all
now.
pretty spread out at the moment. Maybe we'll just run through the field and just update everyone's position. So we've got Apex leading the charge in first there. Then we've got Seckers in the Nissan NSX in second.
Honda.
Sorry, yeah, Honda.
And then you've got Dale Teeks in the lovely Alpha, with Goat in the BMW on his mediums.
And a bit of a quiet achiever. Nux there in 5th position at the moment in the Lamborghini, doing a great job for TDR. And it's Flossie in 6. He was up at the pointy end at the start, and I don't know how the strategy is playing out, but yeah, at the moment in 6th position, so...
Yeah, well, and you got Oil and Blood in that lovely Toyota Supra there, doing his hard stint at the moment, with Tombo in the S15 on very worn softs.
Yeah, Tombo is a controller driver, so unfortunately they do suffer a bit more wear. But down there in 9th, we've got Suit Lad in the Porsche, and in 10th, we've got KZ in the Mustang.
And rounding out the field, we've got the other controller in Div 1, CCH on dead mediums in 11th place, and Pup on racing softs in that lovely Chev, rounding out the field.
Yeah, unfortunately for Corbin and Tombo, both on controllers, controller and dead tires seem to go hand in hand, which is unfortunate for those guys, but they do really well with what they've got, and so yeah, hats off to those guys, because they do put in a good stint and good effort all around in these enduro races.
With 11 laps to go, it's going to be an interesting last lap, I reckon. I think I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, and your predictions there, guys, but I believe that I've got a feeling that everyone's going to be pitting in. Like the top, especially the top 4. I feel like all the top 4 boys are all going to be pitting on the last lap.
On the last lap.
Yeah, but yeah, Apex. Oh, you think Dale's going to pit on the last lap as well?
I think Dale's going to pit on the last lap. Seckers is going to pit on the last lap. Apex has to pit, and I don't think he wants to spend too much time on the hards. So I reckon the beginning of lap 39 of 39, I think you're going to see all those guys coming out of the pit lane with Goat as well. I know.
There you go. That'll be interesting.
Calling it with 10 laps to go. Let's see how we go. Let's see if my prediction's right. But again, that lead between Dale and Apex up is slightly grown now. It's 21 seconds. So yeah, with Apex needing to fill probably for his medium stint, and then probably not fill for his hards. It'll be interesting to see, because I've got a feeling with Dale having about 40% fuel there. Is that about 40? Yeah, I'm going to call it about 40%. I think he'll be able to make it till the end. Maybe Zoo can correct me, because he's the other reservist I'm watching in the YouTube channel out there. Please, for those boys who's watching on YouTube, like the lovely stream so we can continue bringing great content and great racing to you guys. But yeah, hopefully Zoo can correct me if I'm right or wrong there. And I think he's saying that I'm incorrect. But yeah, I don't know. I don't drive the Alpha. Just in the same team.
ZD, let me get your input on Flossie. So he started near the pointy end. He's currently in 7th. He just did a pit on the previous lap, and he's on the soft tyre, so I don't think he's run the hards yet.
Yeah, I think the issue with... So Flossie's going to be running long on the softs now, and then again, I reckon lap 39, end of lap 38, beginning of lap 39, is going to be jumping on the hards like the leaders and finish off the race. Look, he's had a bit of an unfortunate race there. As you see, he made a few mistakes early on, and also Flossie's also holding an injury as well. So hats off to him. I know he's coming back, recovering from a recent injury that he copped at work, and he's been on heavy medication. So my hats off to him to race and still be at the pointy end of Div 1 boys. Especially nursing an injury. So yeah, both on and off the track, struggling on the track because of the injury, and hopefully he makes a speedy recovery so later in the season he'll do even better.
Yeah, Flossie's a class driver, there's no doubt about it, and he's leading the Div 1 championship, and rightly so. He's been probably the fastest all season so far. Hopefully, he does come back stronger and better after the injury heals up.
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting times, especially looking towards the second half of the season where we change manufacturers again. At the beginning of the season, this is the very first season where it's split in half. We have each team has picked 4 manufacturers for the whole season, up potentially 4 manufacturers. Some people have picked 3. Where the teams are split into halves, and that's why with Dale and, say for instance, Dale and Seckers, who are in the Dan Racing, they've picked the Alpha and the Honda for the second half, and for the second season you're going to see the Honda and the McLaren. So you're going to see Dale Teeks in the McLaren because Seckers can't run. Dale Teeks in the Honda for the second half of the season, and you're going to see Seckers in the McLaren. So it'll be interesting to see with the changing of manufacturers how it shakes up the leaderboard as well.
Yeah, it is interesting how the season will pan out with those changes, which makes it very exciting here at Will to Will.
Yeah, okay, I think we should jump on board with P5. We've got a very close battle between Nux and Oil in My Blood. So Oil in My Blood running a bit longer, still on hard tyres, with Nux on fresh softs.
Yeah, I was following that for a little bit before you mentioned it there, ZD. So Oil has basically just succumbed to Nux being on the fresher tyre. Was closing in over a several number of corners, and the overtake was made relatively easily by Oil there with a wide exit or a wide berth on the final corner. So interestingly enough, Apex jumped into the bits, coming out on mediums.
Yeah, Joe just jumping out in front of Dale there. I wonder how many seconds. That looks like about 7 seconds in front of.
Dropped to 6.5 or so by the time this corner's said and done. No, maybe about 7. There we go. So I would be calling an effective race lead now. These boys have both got to stop one more time.
Yeah, that's right. And Goats managed to jump Seckers.
Goat pitting. Ooh, actually, because Goat's on his
Seckers came
medium.
into pit.
Yeah, so Goat being on mediums, I think he might run again. I got a feel. I think this is the effective race lead. So I think Goat will be running until probably end of lap 38, and chucking on a pair of hards, because the top 4 guys have to all still run on hards. Well,
so I think
Flossie.
Yeah, so I think the main battle we're probably going to look forward to is the battle between Goat and Seckers. Seckers has 5 laps to make up 6 seconds.
Sorry to cut you off, Adam. P6, we've got Oil playing very defensive around Flossie. Flossie getting an absolute run at the end of Sector 2 there, and on better tyres. They're looking on the inside of Oil My Blood. Flossie making the overtake before the corner there, and clinching P6 over Oil My Blood.
Yeah, nice move by Flossie there. But yeah, as I was saying, Seckers needs to make up 6.5 seconds, and then there's a pit stop between Goat and Seckers, and then they'll be racing to the end on hards. Seckers is on fresh mediums, where Goat is on fairly worn mediums, so we'll see what sort of inroads Seckers can make in the next 4 laps.
Yeah, this is where any mistakes count. Like, Goat, again, multiple Div 1 champion, knows all about pressure, and Seckers coming through the wheel-to-wheel lower leagues, absolutely smashing Div 2 when he was there for a very brief stint. So it'll be interesting to watch, see the time difference between Seckers and Goat.
We actually might see a 3-way battle for a second because Goat is making slight inroads on Dal. So they'll all be coming in on that last lap, like you said, ZD, for hard tyres. So could see a 3-way battle for a second.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be close. Again, phenomenal effort from Dale. Yes, we can talk about how good the Alpha is, but Dale, very smooth driver, making those tyres last. It'll be interesting to see. With Dale running, doing a 30.3, Goat running a 30.5 that last lap, and Seckers a 30.1. So slowly all of them converging to one another. So we'll see how we go.
Actually, that's something we haven't discussed yet, is the difference between tyres and how they kind of impact each car's balance and handling characteristics. I have no clue about the Megane, the Renault that Apex is in. Do we think the hards are, for lack of a better word, dog poo of a tyre, and could see this become a bit more of a closer battle, first through fourth?
I think it's more driver input, right? So we've got as you see, we've got a massive variety of cars. Yes, the Megane is an MR car like the Alpha and the Honda, but again, it comes down. I reckon it just comes down to driver input. Yes, there's a significant drop between the 3 tyres, but I just look at the difference between Dale and I. When I practice in the Alpha, I can't get the same tyre wear that like Dale and Adam get, because it's just those little inputs. Like, you have a look at if you ever have a chance and you get to jump on the lobby with these guys, the input of these Div 1 drivers, it is so smooth, from coming off the brake to like throttle application to wheel input. It's a sight to see. But yeah, would love to know both what your opinions on those two, boys.
For me, just driving the Alpha, I mean, for me, I hate the hard tyre. But I guess it's just personal preference. I mean, I can definitely feel the difference in the weight of the steering wheel from the hard tyre to the soft.
I think you should jump in there, Captain, on P10. The battle for P10 between KZ and Sulat, they're just all over each other. They're so close. 4 of a second. The closest guys battling one another right now with, again, that Mustang and that Porsche going at it at one another.
And we won't jump away from that, but just Goat's going to have to come in on this lap, and he's going to have to run 3 laps on the hards.
Oh, I did not see the fuel usage there. Yeah, that's a good point there.
But yes, Suit Lad down there in 11th, really going at it with KZ now.
What's going to happen with these boys? They're just nose to tail again. That Mustang still showing some GT Sport things and just pulling away with the absolute power of that V8 under the bonnet there.
Yeah, I think the Porsche really comes into its own through these right-handers here, so he'll close the gap.
And also
not really any places to pass here.
And also the tire wear difference, like KZ. Those tires are going to be screaming for life support very shortly, and Suit Lad's still there with still plenty of tire left.
That's it. Suit Lad just needs to stay on his tail and keep the pressure on KZ, make him chew those tires.
Sorry, and jumping up for P7 there, we've got a battle between Oil and Tombo. It looks like Oil made a mistake coming into the last column. Tombo looking on the inside of P2.
Oil trying to close the door, and he had every right, but almost Tombo almost spun Oil there, but Tombo's just backed out of it.
Oh, it's on. Oh, Tombo. That's a bit of a love tap there.
Tombo's backed out again. He understands that was a bit of a mistake there, so they can go at it again. But yeah, Tombo's on worn softs, and Oil's on not bad hards here, so he's going side by side into this right-hander. It's very brave of them. He's going to back out, and Tombo's had to back out there.
So, yeah, so going to be running 2 laps on the hard compound there. Sekers.
Sorry, just this battle for 8th isn't for 7th. Sorry, isn't over between these two. Yeah, Tombo's all over the rear of Oil, and Oil's going very defensive.
Just showing how
as they go side by side, and Tombo with a great run going around the outside.
That just shows you, as we were discussing before, the difference between the hards and the soft compound there. So yeah, Tombo.
Yeah, even on very heavily worn softs, Tombo has great grip over the hards.
And Oil not giving it up there, that power of the Supra, but again, it's just going to lose out in the corners. The hard tires are just a little bit sluggish around corners compared to the softs.
Another battle we're going to have soon is Nux and Flossie. They're going to have to come into the pits probably this lap for their hard stint.
Yeah, I think everybody is coming in. So yep, Apex Humper is in for his hard stint, and potentially topping up just maybe 2 to 3 litres. 11-second lead over Dale, who's coming in as well for his hard stint as well. He's got to do a little bit of a splash and dash. And Sekker's coming in, so watch out where these boys are coming for Goat. So Goat coming around.
He's going to have enough fuel to make it to the end.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. He's only got 1 more lap left. That BMW has a lot more. As Goat passes,
there you go. Just passes Sekker's.
It is on the Goat with warm hards, Sekker's on cold, stone cold hards. It's on for this final lap. As I said, it's all lining up right now with everyone fitting in on the penultimate lap. As we've got Goat still leading Sekker's, and Sekker's slowly creeping in on Goat. And Goat potentially concerned about fuel there, as Goat goes a little bit wider there to get a focus on corner exit as they come flying up through the last time through the back straight here.
Yeah, the concern for Sekker's now is he's got to push a little bit harder to try and get past Goat, maybe use up all that fuel that see if he can make it to the end.
It is just touch and go. I think Goat has enough. He's going to be on vapor as he crosses the line there. but 0.3 that time slowly coming down. Seconds can maybe force issue coming into this
So
last.
we'll just jump up on first as Apex Humper keeps the record alive.
Going a little bit sideways there, sorry to cut you off, and Seconds looking, thought about it, going very defensive, breaking very coming across line.
Seconds has the run. I don't think it's going to be enough as they come across the line side by side, but Goat's just pipped him at the line and has got third.
Oh, what a great race. But yes, Apex Humper again. Div 1 boys have improved. It's only 13 seconds to Dale, and then a close finish between Goat, Seconds, Nux in 5th place, Flossie about 1.5 seconds behind Nux, Tombo about to cross the line in 7th position on dead softs. Oh my blood, great battling there in P8. Pup coming across the line on dead softs as well, with a fast finishing KZ and Sulat in P10 and 11, with Corbin rounding out the field. What a race! What an exciting time as we watch Corbin come on to the final lap for the very last time and crosses the line for P12.
Yeah, amazing performance there by Apex. I mean, that guy just can't put a foot wrong around here.
Stefko will be over the moon there. Showing why he's such a dominant force around here.
Yeah, so Apex taking out the victory here. Dale Teeks on the second step of the podium. He'll be ecstatic with that, I think. And Mountain Goat taking out third.
Yeah, that's gonna shake up a few things. I think Dale's definitely gonna be happy with his P2, and I think everyone's gonna be happy there because I think all Div 1 boys knew that it was Apex Humper's race to lose.
Yeah, I think you're right. So yeah, congratulations to the Div 1 guys for putting on a great show tonight.
And Apex Humper's streak around Brands Hatch remains intact.
It does. So yeah, that's all we got for you tonight from Will to Will. Make sure you join us next weekend as we're at the Temple of Speed, Monza in Italy for in the Group 3s. I'd like to thank you, Zeddy, for jumping in the commentary box with me.
No, always a pleasure there, Adam. Always loved having spending an hour with you on comms.
And Captain Losard, thank you for bringing us the beautiful visuals as always.
You are very kind, Adam, and not an issue at all.
So like the stream if you enjoyed that, guys. Thank you to our sponsors, Per Mobile, AMS Excavations, 180 Embroidery, and Hybrid Ag. And we look forward to seeing you next week. So make sure to tune in. Thank you.
I'm a gamer,
A foodie.
A boss lady. I am sporty.
outdoorsy,
Outspoken.
I am fashion.
I'm old-fashioned,
What I am not.
Is the same.
but none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
we believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world
Dog walking.
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
Let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.